Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P4 Thinking Right out here in the lab. Speaking of thinking, that's gonna be the topic for today's lesson. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. Tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we going with this? So let's get it together. And I ask the question, do you know you? Well, when I get through, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All this person resides in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always to Maya be true. My concept again, when I'm going out the book, I'm going from here. My philosophy, my concept. So the idea right there, let's talk about thinking is average. That's what the brain does. That's what this thing here is going to do that one way or another. That's its function. It don't care how you use it, don't care what you do with it, but it does what it does. Okay, that's normal. But right thinking is abnormal. Which one are you? One is easy. My mother will say, the road to destruction is right. Why the road that whatever? Yeah, yeah, we know all that. Okay, but that's she doesn't say that. Why is the road to destruction? We know that. So when they thinking, you may have to do some things, learn some things, and implement some things. So that's the difference. Let's talk about it. All right. Thinking needs to be taught at a what young age. We teach them at a young age. We teach them right from wrong. We teach the kid babies what to do, what not to do. I remember telling my son, and he would know, yeah, I mean, stop. He didn't stop. So we had our own communication way. Animals do it. Human beings should be, proficient at that, and we teach them young certain things. And all of a sudden, it go awry. But we know they know right from wrong. So when they do right, you reward them, right? Guess what? That didn't start with us. That's law. That's God's law. It's called karma. You reap what you sow. You do good, get good return. Moving on. That's understanding how the thought process works, thinking. And you teach them at a young age, and then you get what we call advanced thinking. That's right thinking. Why? Because now you are actually doing what? Manifesting what you're thinking. And if it's good, it'll reap good results. That's why. And this thing right here, again, is the most sophisticated piece of machinery given to man, and every one of ours is uniquely ours to use and do as we want, aka free will. Okay, understand that. Being about to knowing, being about to know what right from wrong is thinking. After being taught the difference, we know fire burns while you touch it. Yeah, okay, now you know. And the best teacher, parents, we think we good. I think the teacher, I think I'm good, but I don't compare to what experience. Oh, experience do a lot better than I can teach you. I can't tell you, experience will get you there real fast. So that's the idea. But the idea is to get them a heads up, get them some understanding that they can work with, and they get understanding real early at a young age. So we know right from wrong. So that onus is on you now. So this thing here, you got to start using it to your advantage. Learning, comprehending is thinking. Yeah, being able to motor skills is thinking. But experiencing is the experience again is the best teacher of all. I can tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Why? This have that. Okay, don't testify. Why? It's gonna burn you. You leave the room, you hear the ow. Okay, well now I ain't gotta tell them no more. Why? They know. And as a teacher and a parent, you give them the lesson. What they do with the lesson is on them. Let's go. Thinking as human beings is the way to what? Have your God experience. To know God through what? Your own experience. You can't know God from somebody else's experience. It won't work that way. Okay? The spirit that's in us, we all got that. But this thing here is the deciding factor of what you do and how you do. And everybody has free will. Okay? Our brains, again, God gave us that. He gave us everything, but that this here, this here, we the only one who have it. No other animal has that ability to know God. They can't worship God. They can't praise God. They can't please or appease God. God didn't ask them to. That's our job. Okay. Our brains are the most, again, sophisticated piece of machinery known to man. And the whole point that our Egyptian was practicing teaching was how to master it. 30 years. 30 years. I've been diligently studying. I've been studying, putting together. Eureka, as my man Euclid would say. I got it. I got it. They was breaking down this thing we got in our head right here, the brain, Mayat to him. Oh man, it makes so much sense now. But as I'm going through it, I don't know that until I get to the end. So I'm trying to save you some trouble. It's all about this thing right here. What's this? And God planted this thing that we call pineal gland. Y'all might say, y'all need to do some homework. Google pineal gland, please. If just Google pineal gland. I tried to give you a lesson on that. It didn't do well. So obviously, y'all don't know what that is. Our ancient ancestors knew exactly what it was. They gave it to you any way they could. Okay? I know I ain't been to surgery, medical school. I know we got 12 cranial nerves. I know the brain breaks down in 3 parts, the sutures. I know all of that. What? From my ancestors. I didn't go to no college and get that, but I know the pineal gland and the power of it. I present it to you on a regular basis. I got information from my ancient ancestors that still work. Knowledge of self ain't ever changing. The pineal gland, God put it in man. You know why? As a means to work, first of all, keep in touch. Okay? He only way you can communicate with God is here. He's up here. He's in the Holy of Holies. They give it break the church. They gave the church layout. Y'all didn't got it close. Y'all missed the boat. But God dwells in man, the heart and the mind. The heart is the gimme. The mind is for you to figure it out. Come on now, Jesus Christ. But the only way you communicate with God is through knowledge and thinking. Right? Thinking teaches you how to do just that. Okay? Now, thoughts are generated where? From here. And the mind. From there it goes what? Speaking into existence. From here to here, into speaking it into existence. Just like God. We're made in his image. He ain't physical. He's spirit and he's consciousness. That's what we use to manifest and create from us being material physical beings. We can manifest the thoughts. Why? By putting it into action. That's why. And consciousness. Again, God is all conscious and spirit. God's spirit. Those two things is made what? Mind, heart, and mind. AKA God's way to communicate with man. Why? When you know thyself, you know God, and you what? Are one and the same. That's becoming what? God conscious. Anointed. Know thyself. It's a whole bunch of words they call it different name, but it's the same thing when you becoming one with God through what? You studying, living, manifesting good things. You will be blessed, rewarded through being righteous and a virtuous person. You can live right, serve your higher self, and that's again choice. God don't choose you to do that. You choose to do that for God. So they claim we God chosen people. No, if you living right, yeah, you God's chosen people. Why? Because He's gonna bless you. Not because of your damn religion, but because how you living. Now, you can serve your higher self, claiming any religion you want, but living by the tenets, that's fine. But or you can live wrong and perpetrate the fraud and serve yourself. You get monetary gains. Those are blessings. Making money hand over fist because you got a little scheme going, you got your little hustle going. Those aren't blessings. Oh, they tell you, a fool who loves money, they will soon part. Why? Money is the root of all evil. And if you do things to get money, you're evil. God don't like those. Okay? You are what and who what you think and believe you are. Think and believe. When they go together, you got something going. And you are what? That's right thinking. Heart, mind, coherence, thinking as one, knowing thyself. That's right thinking. My goal is to get you to do just that. And you'll see for yourself from your own experience, oh, I know God. I ain't got to trust me or believe me. No. If you're a good Christian, you had your awakening, you had your anointment, whatever. Why? Through your hard work, the labors you put in, the deeds that you serve, you know you're blessed. I'm blessed every day. I don't need to run around and profess to be no damn Christian, Muslim, or Jew. I can tell you I'm blessed as a spiritual being. Why? I live right. You can do the same thing. I ain't got no lock on it. I'm trying to teach the other people. I'm trying to give it away. The gospel is what? Good news. All I got is good news for you. That's all I got. Good, useful information. That's it. Moving on. But God, you don't want that. No. You want a bunch of nonsense. Sorry. Not everybody. I know that. I know that. Then me and you right thinkers. Right thinking is what? Learning how to master this thing right here, your brain. How? By using it to manifest the things of your desire, not just flesh and physical stuff. Don't you want to know God for yourself? You do that and you get committed. After that, you good to go. You good to go. But if your life is based on material things, you're gonna always be worried about getting more or losing what you got. I don't have to. My mother gave me a life lesson. I love this one. She said, baby, I don't own nothing, but I don't owe nobody nothing either. That's debt free. She said, I don't need for nothing, I'm good. Boy. My mom impressed me more and more with what? When I just interact with her and get to see her about her. Yeah, yeah. I love her because she's my mom. She got some philosophical points of view that's second to none also. So I give her kudos for that. And again, she my mother. I don't, me and this guy, yeah, we do. So yeah, different, big difference. But she's a smart lady. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, here we go. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm looking at my mom manifest for herself. She said, baby, I'm good. That was definitely to me. I just love that. All right, but the purpose of right thinking is to get you to master your own brain by using it to manifest the things that you desire. I used to get it. Wait a minute. I used to just be a thinker. Okay, I went to Greek mythology. I can win any argument. Okay, winning useless arguments with what ignorant people. I'm thinking I'm smart. I'm just thinking, man. I'm the right thing. I'm back. But see, thinking's always been my thing. When I started teaching, I came up with the concept of right thinking. Yeah, my thinking, my way. So yeah, that's why I can develop. But thinking has always been what I do. Okay, right thinking philosophy is what I had studied for and learned more about what me over the years. And it makes more and more sense to become an enlightened being. That's the goal for all of us to reach. But they do it different ways, different arenas, religion, what have you. But the goal is to what? Stop the reincarnation of what? You leaving here and coming back again because you didn't learn what when you're here. This is the testing ground. This is the place to learn. That's what this is here for, the pit stop. The Egyptians knew death wasn't the end. Okay, the end of the physical body and the ignorant people, yeah, but it wasn't the end for those spiritually enlightened people. Okay, that's what the idea of the afterlife. Nobody ever came back to tell us. You have to worry about why. The idea is not to come back. That's why. If you keep coming back, you can't tell us nothing. Why? You didn't get it right when you was here. That's why you came back. I know a lot of smart people, intelligent, family and friends, but they are smart in everything and they don't know themselves. That just that just drives me crazy. Why? I'm trying to say, listen, I respect your knowledge and I understand your intellect, but you don't know you. Ah, I know some of the spiritualist people with no knowledge of a damn thing but themselves and what they experience. I can roll with that. Why? Book knowledge and intellect don't really get you nothing but a bunch of intellect that serves here for what? Your monetary gains. I make X amount of money. I'm professor, so I do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when it comes to judgment, then what kind of person were they? Not good. But I thought, yeah, yeah. Oh, when the person tell you they thought, that means they messed up. Okay? Because if you didn't know and you did it anyway, oh, you got to suffer the consequences of that action. Thinking can get you degrees, PhDs in all fields and walks of life. I know that, and that's a great thing. I ain't got a problem with that. So I got a few of them. But, and I tell you, let me just get to the list. Let me get right to the end. Let me just walk this thing out. Right thinking philosophy is mastery of what? In this life. No PhDs, no university degrees, none of that nonsense. I mastered mine on the streets. Okay, I accumulated mine the old-fashioned way. I put it together, learned, and presented my thing at this point in time through what my experiences. I got just as much right. Well, you ain't got no degree. Okay, and no, I mean, ain't no degrees. It's knowledge, wisdom. That's what I got. Okay, I put up against anybody with a degree. Okay, don't mean nothing to me. We all think, so that's fine. But that's what the brain does. It's if you have a brain, that means you think you can acquiesce, understand, and evolve. Become what? Conscious of what? Thyself, aka knowing. Thinking is not such a big deal. Why everybody do it? Ignorant people think. They just ain't thinking right. Okay? They just thinking wrong. And thinking leads to what? Wrong. Thinking wrong leads to wrong action. So an ignorant person who ain't thinking right will continuously do what? Wrong actions. Why? That's insanity. That's a mental illness. And we think it's okay. You see the same person do the same thing, and you don't think that's a problem. Moving on. Right thinking has to be learned, experienced, lived to what? Be able to master it in your daily life. You just can't say, well, I'm gonna be no, you gotta live this. You got to become this. This is what you got to invest in. I know people invest in Christianity. I know people invest in Islam and Judaism. Same thing. I'm investing in my right thing philosophy. I have a problem with that. And my friends obviously don't want. They ain't got a problem with it. So it's all good. Family and friends ain't got a problem with y'all practice. As long as you got a problem with what I'm doing. All right. My well, my sign, aka Capricorn, says I'm an overthinker. We really, yeah, and that's true. I can't argue that. And they was so right about what me, man. That's all I do. I think and I think, and I think my best sit down time to think was the 3 years I spent in prison. All I can do is think. I couldn't manifest. I couldn't do nothing but think and just keep it going. Why? I had to survive the environment I was in, but that didn't stop me from thinking. Right? Okay. I have always been a thinker. Okay, not always right, but now I'm a right thinker. So everything I do is right. Big difference. Okay, big difference, and it's available for anybody. I don't got the market on living and thinking right. No, I just practice it and I can teach it to others. I use this thing right here every way and every day. That's what your heart, your mind is for. To use it, what, or lose it. God gives us gifts. If we don't cultivate that gift, if we don't nurture that gift, we don't plant and let it grow, well, we'll lose it. God gives it to you for a reason. This thing here, use it or what? Lose it. Why? Because you're gonna have to come back again with another one. You got to get you another one because you didn't use this one the right way. All right, let me wrap it up again. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, I use my right thinking is mastery, and how teaches you self-mastery. Why? By teaching you how to use your brain to know who you are. AKA, they say remember it. I still got some issues there, but the brain, the consciousness that you grow into over the years, you manifest, you learn it. Tap into the pineal gland, get the communication with God, spend your meditation time. Everybody got different technique and the way to do it. I say if it's 9 billion people on the earth, it's 9 billion ways to get to God. Don't know one person got no one set way. Everybody's got their own way. That's the name of the game. If you can learn 1 + 1 is 2. No. That's just a concept. Again, I don't need experience. I don't need the example. Give me that nonsense. Just listen and you might learn something. When I'm done, this should make my point if you let me finish. If you can learn 1 + 1 is 2, so forth and so on, yeah, that means now you can learn and eventually master what? Yourself. I did. And it started with what? Me learning 1 + 1 = 2. Now I have mastery over myself, and you can master oneself too. By what? Putting the work in. Same thing. Thinking, right? I tell you, I have degrees in other areas. I wear a few hats. Why? Because I study other things. And 1 degree here and the PhD masteries. But my main degree is what? Mastery of me. Where will you get that? No, right here. Oh no, you want to know where I got my lesson from? The real world. Master's degrees I have in Greek philosophy, Greek mythology, religious history. I got a master's degree in streetology, and that's just what I did on my time in my life. And I walk and talk with pride. Why? Knowing I know a lot of things, yes, but I know thyself. And watch this, when you when right thinkers, when you reach that level of self mastery, you already know that you have already had your degrees in tons of fun and freak out universities, just like me. Why? You're going to live, you're going to do, and it's going to be fun. You'll be all right. Trust me. That's how I got mine. You can get yours too. Just put it to use. That's what this thing is for. Use it, master it. It's the most sophisticated machinery you'll ever acquire some mastery of. Damn a machine. I don't know how to run no computer. I rake the hell out of mine. Now, do you? Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers in closing. May you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers who know now thinking is average. Right thinkers above average. Which one are you? Right thinkers, you know we always above average.